Alrighty. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Sigrid Hart, and welcome to Capitalism Lab. This is not exactly open source, an open source version of Capitalism II, but it's definitely a modern version of Capitalism II. But yes, it's Capitalism Lab with the real-world version 11.34 mod. Now, to get mods is, well, for one, we gotta purchase Capitalism Lab. Oh, you've done that? Good. Well, when you sign in, you do your credentials, you get to this screen. Reset. This is what you will see. What you will do is you will go here. This will be blank for you, so you could hit this, which shows the Capitalism Lab, which shows this. It shows the 3 easy steps to download and use a user-created mod. Simply put, what you do is you go to the download page or the forums. Download page generally shows the largest and most popular of the mods, and either one will do. What you'll then do is you'll unpack the downloaded file into your Capitalism Lab mod folder. Do not create a subfolder. Just shove it into the folder. Note, a mod contains 2 files: a mod resource file, it will be the mod.res. It's best if you turn. I know how to do it on Windows 10. With Windows 10, what you would need to do is you would need to go into View, File Name Extensions. So you want to see File Name Extensions, because as you can see, we've got res, the res file, the txt file, the res file, the txt file, the res file, the txt file. Note, a mod contains 2 files: a mod resource file, which is .res, and a mod description file, which is .txt, which stands for plain text document. And then, of course, what you need to do after that is refresh the mod list and select the new mod to use it. I will be using the real world mod. You'll get this pop up if it's done correctly. If everything has been done correctly, you will get that pop up. Mod realworld.res has been uploaded successfully. It doesn't exactly matter which. Obviously, the realworld.res will be different depending upon which mod you use. Like, for instance, let's say I want to use Capitalism World instead. You would hit use, and it would say Cap World space res has been loaded successfully. Let's say I want to use Modern World instead. Mod.modworld version 104.res has been loaded successfully. That will change depending upon what mod it is that you selected. Now, one of the interesting things is you could use scripts. Most likely, those scripts could turn around and let you load up multiple mods at once. But I don't know how to do that. I don't know how to set it up. I don't know how to run it. Well, if I'm remembering correctly, there is somewhere that lets you use scripts. Yes, I have all of the current DLC, which is Subsidiary, City Economic Stimulation, and Digital Age. I might do that at some time in the future. Survival mode. Simply put, survival mode is puts you in charge of a nation as opposed to a company, and your objective is to grow that nation as large as possible, faster than competing nations. You start with 0 population. That is, if I'm remembering the objective, the underlying objective goal, as they're called in game, for survival mode. I will not be doing that today. This game, in fact, is going to be me doing 2 things. We have 2 goals. First goal is to dominate the real estate sector. That is, I will be providing housing in commercial districts, residential districts and commercial districts. That will be my company's main source of income. Real estate. Yes, I may do a couple of side things, like I may do telecom, I may do some farming, that is providing people with food. I may provide people with food, I may provide people with jewelry, luxury resources, etc., etc. The secondary goal will be founding a city and running through that goal, that line of goals. So, how do we play this game? Well, obviously, like many games, you hit new game. You could do the tutorial, you could look at your accomplishments. Awesome. Mega product. Total market dominance. This is out of completed games. Cancel. You could do some scenarios. Base game. There's 15 scenarios. We've got fashion venture, real estate mogul, breakthrough in training, corporate leadership, food and beverage, media empire, China opening up, legacy brand, legendary investor, toys and gadgets, opportunities in small cities, dilemma of a camera manufacturer, family farm business, tech leader, multinational corporation, and multinational corporations, the last one of the base games. Subsidiary DLC, of course, provides 5 more, which is strategic positioning, success in IPO, supercharging ROI, return on investment, for those of you who don't know what that is, industry dominance, master of capital, this last one, and of course city economic simulation, metropolitan transformation. Your goal is to grow the cities into prosperous metropolitan areas. To achieve the population growth required for the metropolitan transformations, you must first succeed in getting members of your local party elected as mayors of the cities. Economic revival. With your track record in the business world, you are confident that you can lead your political party to win the mayoral elections in Detroit and Pittsburgh and set the right policies to boost their economies, creating much needed new jobs and opportunities for the cities. You're a believer in the concept of that the government should play a key role in the protection of the societal and economic well-being of its citizens. Now you are going to lead your political party to win the elections and realize your vision. Investing in education towards better quality of life. That's all of those things. Got difficulty levels. Back. We've got challenge games. Legendary investor, opportunity in small cities. It says it's essentially the same thing as the scenarios. Private challenge games. I'm thinking like this is available based off the base game. Private challenge games, I'm assuming is like, I'm not entirely sure what that is. Why there's 0. Cancel. I will be doing a custom game. I'll keep that the same. We are going to be October Technologies, run by Heinrich von Wolfwood. There's going to be 5 cities at the start. My startup capital will be very high. Seldom random events. The game starting here will be 1990. Retail stores can have multiple floors. The stock market will be on. Inflation is inversed. Public expenses index will be, okay, so this index determines the recurring expenses of public facilities, which affect the game's difficulty playing as a mayor. When it is set to a high value, the same public facilities will have higher operating expenses. It is currently at a relativistically low setting. Subsidiaries are going to be 0. That means I'm going to start the game with 0 subsidiaries. I'm going to have no subsidiaries. It's just going to be me. I will start the game as a private company. Technology disruption. Alternative stock simulation. Inflation is normal instead of reduced. And of course, competitors. We will start with 8 competitive companies, 10% of which will be private companies. I suppose I could say 10. Competitor startup capital, very low. I'll set it to low. Competitor aggressiveness will be very low. Competitor expertise level will be low. That will be relativistically low. Local competitors will be low. Products. Seaports importing consumer goods will be 4. Seaports importing industrial goods will be 4. There will not be a constant import supply. Product customization is on. Import quality is low. 5% of product classes will be disabled. %5 will be random product reinvention. Goals. Oh, I see. Set it to challenge game. If I remember correctly, I'm going to say, you know what? It's going to be a super long game. Let's see what I can do in 100 years. Well, essentially, there is no goal. It's like kind of like creative. Not necessarily creative, but it's more sandboxing. And of course, DLC, competitors and product Environment, competitor, product. City economic. Blah, 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 blah. Digital age, blah, 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 blah. Banking DLC. I don't know exactly how I can access the banking DLC. I don't think it's out yet. I think that's why. Because going to their website, the Capitalism Lab website, there's nowhere to purchase it. So I'm assuming it's because it's not out yet, which kind of looking at that, kind of implies that it may be out soon. I don't know how soon. I don't know if it's like out already. I don't know if it's like it was temporarily out and they stopped selling it because reasons. I don't know. But okay. Seldom. Makes it a little bit easier. Start. Okay. Once again, the main thing that I'm going to be doing in this series is attempting to dominate the real estate market. I don't know if the game is going to generate some other real estate companies. I honestly don't. If it does, that will be a little worrisome. That's the stock exchange, and if that's an information center. Blah blah. That is clay in the middle of the city. Cool. Alright, so Lake Winnebago, huh? Alright, so we've got the cities of Lake. Hold on. Here's a faster way. So we've got the cities of Lake Winnebago with quite a lot of population. We've got Rackerby, Crofton, Jenison, and Cape Coral. Brian T. Moynihan is the mayor of Lake Winnebago. Richard Branson, mayor of Rackerby. John A. Bryant is the mayor of Crofton. Severin Schwan is the mayor of Jenison. And Andrew Liddy is the mayor of Cape Coral. I think I'm going to start... Hold up. What one was the smallest population? 474, 79, 81, 93, 89. Alright, so Cape Coral is the smallest population. We are in Lake Winnebago. We could hit these arrows to change nation, city, or we could go hit this. It'll go to city selection mode, and double clicking a city will make us pop over to there. We could use WASD to move around. May not be exactly all that efficient. Yay. Alright, so what now? Well, now we're gonna start on the... Let's see, where shall we move? I'm gonna say we're gonna plop down some apartments here. Holding shift lets us pop down multiple. So there's our three starting apartments. It's kind of like a little bit of an apartment complex, almost. Oh, nope, that's not what we wanted to do. Let's go. Let's go back to Cape Coral. As you can see, we are currently paused. Hitting 1 unpauses, 2 faster, 3 faster, 4 faster, and 5 is the fastest speed. Let's put it at 2 for now. And as you can see, already we are getting some population. It is, in fact, going to be quite some time before that population, that occupancy is high enough that we're actually making money. And here's the main thing. Profit in the past 12 months was negative 45,000. That's what we spent to build these apartment buildings. So essentially right now we are in the red. Over time, that's going to improve. And I cannot forget that I do actually have a little bit of soup. Let me shuffle some things around so I can move my soup over to closer to me. I do apologize. The thing is a little full. And as you can see, if you look down here, profit was at 4. Oh, careful! Careful! There is, in fact, actually a edge scrolling. So, if you look here, profit went from 45,000 into the red up to 31,000 in the red. That is because, if you look, our firms are actually, well, not exactly our firms, but our apartment buildings are in fact actually earning us a profit now. And as that occupancy rate goes up, we will find that profit is even more and 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 more, and so on and so forth. I think I'm going to wait until the occupancy on the firms are, well, the apartments are 75, and then I'll make some more. And in fact, I'm actually going to speed things up real quick. And as you can see, now we've made back our money and then some. I think I'll wait a couple of more weeks. Or a couple of more months. Alright, that's 71%, and it is going up. That's also at 71%, and is also going up. That is also at 71%, and it is going up. It did go down a little bit there. Zoo Empire was just released by Ford. Alrighty. That is owned by the government, but it is not on sale, so we can't exactly do much with it. Now, what I could do is go into this land purchase mode and just purchase this land outright. So like it's essentially it would be like, no, this is only for me. It's expensive. But if you will notice, say I want to build another apartment. If you notice, build costs and land costs. So I actually have to purchase the land anyway. So I will in fact do that. Purchase. So as you can see, it says October Industries owns this land. We are October Industries. Now what we're going to do from here, yes, they're only 72, but let us... Oh no. Let's do some more apartments. We could do these, technically, but we're not. Instead, we'll do these. Once again, remember, hold shift and click. So this is going to get us even more money. And as you probably noticed, the land value just went up. I can click to sell it. Or I could just have it sitting there. I don't actually remember if there's a way to rotate the game. There probably is, but oh well. So these occupancies are at 40%. These occupancies are at 72%. You know what? Let's give them something to do. Oh, those commercial buildings are actually rather small. That's a larger one. That's too large for the space. You know what? Yeah, let's do the small ones. That is these. Once again, we can't forget, hold shift. Alright. So, see how much money we make. You can theoretically spread these out more and potentially get more, but as you may notice, over time they still get full. It depends upon what's in the area. Like, for instance, if I were to turn around and plop down a fruit shop, or a bakery, a pizzeria, fast food, a supermarket, a discount megastore, drugstore, apparel. If I were to place down a store, that makes this area more interesting to potential buyers. Well, to potential renters, I should say. Yes, let's put it this way. In reality, what do you look at when you're looking to purchase a new home or rent an apartment? You look at the area. You look at the people who live in the area, what they're... I don't mean in like a sort of racist or sexist manner, but it's like, if you are an upstanding citizen, whoever you are, if you're an upstanding citizen, are you going to want to live in an area that's known for having a bunch of shootings? No. Especially if you have children. Although, I don't know, maybe you do. Maybe you do want to live in an area that has that's known for having a bunch of shootings. Maybe you're a thrill seeker. For me, I wouldn't want to live in an area that has a bunch of shootings. But beyond that, you look at the facilities that are in the area, the shops that are in the area. If there is no grocery stores in the area, if you have to go several miles out of your way just to get to a place that sells food, you're going to be less likely to want to move to that area than an area that has a store, a grocery store that's right next door to it. Oh, someone made a mansion. So, like for instance, as you can see, these have tapered out at 72. How do I get people more interested? Well, jobs and amenities. So I will in fact be placing a farm, a large farm. It's not going to be making me any money yet. Can't place it there. It's not suitable for farming. Why? Because it's zoned for residential and commercial. This, however, I can place. Okay, so with the mod, as you notice, there's quite a few things that are missing. Predefined things. So, can't exactly do that. So, what do I need to do? I need to do this. 1. Let's hit 0, which pauses the game. And this, double click this, hit C as one crop. Hit C, double click that, This is a layout I use quite often. This is inventory. This is sales. That is also sales. And that is advertising. We don't have an advertising thing yet, so we'll just use one of the local medias. Like, for instance, we could use the government. We could use the government. We want something that's in Cape Coral. Social network, Facebook.com. That's in Cape Coral. That's not in Cape Coral. Not in Cape Coral. Not in Cape Coral. So most likely we will probably do one of the governmental ones. Or we could start our own, granted those are a little more expensive. For now, let's say TV station. Select media. Let's devote, for now, let's devote 58,000. Alright, what crop are we going to grow? Well, first we want to link everything up. We have to do this manually since our special thing is not there. And then we link this with the advertisements. Alright. Yes, the main goal is to dominate the real estate sector. I didn't exactly say I wasn't going to branch out into other things. Alright, so what crop are we going to do? Well, we can grow crop. And we've got everything. We could do black pepper. We could do blueberries. We could do broccoli. We could do cabbage, chamomile, carrots, cherries, chestnuts, chili, cinnamon, cocoa. Although cocoa would require us to go to a factory and to produce chocolate, so we probably won't do that. Same thing with coffee. It would require a factory. Corn. For some reason, we can't sell corn to grocery stores. Cucumber, eggplant, flax, garlic, grapefruit, grapes, guava, herbs, ute, kiwi, lemon, lentils, leash, mandarin, mango, melon, mint, mushroom, oat, olive, onion, orange, orchids, peaches, peanuts, pears, peas. There's quite a few, as you can see. Quite a few. For now, we'll do strawberries. And if we want to do this quickly, next, when we go into this menu, if we hit S, it goes right to the first one with S as the first letter in the list. Hit this, grow crop, S, strawberries. And of course, utilization right now is 0. That is because there is in fact actually no workers here. S once again, strawberries. This will happen automatically over time. And we may find we're the only person producing strawberries. We may be the only person producing and selling strawberries. Who knows? Right. It's WASD only. Now what we will have to do, however, is, as you can see, it says sowing in February. Luckily, it's December, so we'll only actually have to wait 2 months. But sadly, we will not be able to select this farm as a source for a retail store, like for instance, fruit shop. All right, fruit shop. Let's place a fruit shop. Right? We want fruit. All right, so let's place a fruit shop. Sadly, as you will see, if we hit October, nothing comes up. Why? Because technically that farm has not actually produced any goods yet. We will have to wait until it's done its first growing session and has food before we can select our supply, ourselves as a supplier. Alright, well, let's actually see. So we're growing strawberries. Let's see if anyone is actually providing strawberries. No one's providing strawberries. The only things that are being provided by the seaport are cherries, garlic, peanuts, and pomelo. Now, what we could do is we could turn around and sell and grow cherries ourselves, grow garlic ourselves, grow peanuts ourselves, and pomelo ourselves. Over time, if our quality is better than the seaport, we will find that of these four goods, food goods, they are buying from us, which is essentially we will essentially be the local supplier for this city. Because seaport, obviously it's not. This is going to be empty for now. It's not. We could do a second floor. We could potentially do a second floor. For now, I will say, since that's the best quality, we will grow this. We will sell garlic. We will sell cherries as well. And yes, eventually we will turn around and make these ourselves. Cherries, garlic, yada yada. And we will give them some training. Right. We will give these guys some training as well. And let's go to speed 3. There is a clear demand for garlic, a not so clear demand for cherries. Clearly, there's a demand for garlic. And of course, as you see, our supply of garlic has stopped. Because it's no longer selling garlic. So what we will have to do, if we want to continue selling garlic, we'll have to set up a farm. So we shall. First, let's check to see if there is a layout. There is not, so we can't. So we will use our usual. Double click C, double click C, double click C, double click C, double click C. I S S A. We shall link these all up. Link that up, link that up. that up, link that up, link that up, link that up. Now what do we do? Once again, same as before. Hit G, goes right to garlic. When is the sowing season? It's in November. Nope. Garlic. Grow a crop. G, garlic. Grow a crop. G, garlic. Grow a crop. G, garlic. So this is going to be eating our money. These farms will be eating our money all the way up until they actually start producing. Once they do, is when things happen. Nobody wants to sell. Nobody wants to buy cherries. That's fine. But as you noticed, because we provide food, occupancy on our little block has gone up. And because of this, our profit has gone up. As you can see in the past, once again, as it says, this figure is your corporation's operating profit over the past 12 months. That means the previous year we made 1 million. Well, we could purchase strawberries. And in fact, we shall. And as you noticed, we were the only ones providing strawberries. Supply. There was a little bit of demand for a moment. If we're actually starting to lose money because of this, because of this one in particular. Nobody's buying strawberries. Nobody but me. But because there's no demand for strawberries, there's no demand for cherries either. There is demand for garlic. So, hopefully, come this March, we'll see a big boost in our income. Because as you'll know, now we're providing garlic again. Oh, wait. No. I do wish I knew that there was a... electronic stores. That makes sense that a heater. Oh dear. Already we ran out of strawberries. Oh, oh. There's a demand. A slight demand for strawberries. Already we ran out of garlic. Actually, we didn't. Of course, now there's no demand for it. There's demand for strawberries. What we could do, potentially, is have some inventory stuff. I rearrange this so that it purchases, stores, and then sells. That way it's able to hold more. Because if we look, this is 10,000 kilograms, 10,000 kilograms. Right now the popular one is strawberries. Oh. They have quite a lot of inventory, as does the garlic. So what we could do is place an inventory. Purchase strawberry. Purchase garlic. So now that's going to be storing quite a lot of them. Or quite a lot of it. And we could do the same with the cherries. And as you will notice, as this fills up, this will start making us more money. I wonder what's not... That is very strange. Interesting. Very interesting. Mildly strange. I'm not sure why it's doing that. It's doing it, but I'm not sure why. Tupperware, huh? Right. Oh, suppose we could link median. Once again, the TV station. We'll leave that alone for now. Oh, and let's do some training. Oh, we've got some occupancy rate of 100%. Oh dear, we actually lost quite a bit of money. Oh, we didn't lose quite a bit of money. We are losing money. That is a bit of a concern. It looks like it's probably the, I'm not sure. Yeah, we have started to lose money. Majorly. Last year. Pizza. balance sheet. We are currently hemorrhaging money. Brand. Makings, tech, right, income statement. All right, looks like we're making money again. All right. Okay, what the? Oh, and there's the timer. All right, so. Oh, shit. All right. I'm actually going to pause this right here and end recording. So with that, thank you all for watching. Don't forget to leave a like and subscribe for more content, and hit that bell icon to be notified of next time I upload a video. And I shall see you all next time. And remember, Hail Sithis and Shiva. Hail Shiva.